So I just had the worst constipation in my 21 years of life, and that really messed with my pride. Let me tell you about what happened. Essentially, I was just going to go out for a walk, and I felt the urge to go to the restroom, go to the bathroom, or for those that are especially polite and refined, I felt the urge to take a shit. And that's exactly what I did. I went to the bathroom and nothing was coming out. And that was incredibly uncomfortable. I literally felt like I have a brick or a rock, but rather a brick in the lower part of my belly. And pushing it out did not work. Relaxing did not work. It was too painful. I would bend on the toilet, uh, just, uh, just reinforce the process, make it easier to happen, but that didn't work. So essentially, I came to the point where I was like, "Ooh, God, the universe, whatever you refer to it as." I was like, "Okay, God, the universe, I need your help. I need your help with this because I can't anymore. I can't anymore. It's too much. It's too much." So I I mean, I had a try. I just sat on the toilet. Nothing worked. Okay, I wash my hands. I come out. Um, made myself some lime juice. Drank that. Helped with the constipation. That was actually the second half of lime juice. I basically cut up a lime earlier in the morning. The first half, I squeezed it. I drank it a few hours ago, actually. And I thought that was supposed to help me, which it usually did, right? But it did not. So I came out, I squeezed the other half, made myself a juice, mixed that with a tiny bit of water, and drank it, and came back, and still nothing coming out, nothing coming out. So I was like, God, the universe, I need your help at this point because I can't with this shit. Literally. Literally. So essentially what happens when you have really bad constipations and you're sitting on the toilet is I started I started praying and having a philosophical dialogue with myself and with God. And I was talking to God. I was communing with God, and I was like, "Why is this happening? Like, what is up? Like, is this a punishment? Like, what do you want from me? What's going on? Like, help me, please." And it struck me. The realization struck me. I have been too controlling for the last few days of my life. I have been too controlling in this current period of my life. And what does that even mean, and how does that even relate to constipation at all? I can explain. You can think I'm a lunatic, you can think I'm crazy, or I'm drawing completely unreasonable conclusions from my experience. You can think that. I respect your choice to think however you want to think. But essentially, I've noticed a specific pattern where when I'm trying really, really hard and really, really tough to be in charge of my life, to where I want to control almost every and any single detail of my life unfolding, what happens essentially is my body cramps, especially on the level of the stomach. And as that happens, of course, if you have chronic tension in your stomach, if your stomach is like clenched all the time, right? And it's like going on for days upon days, your digestive cycle is going to be out of whack. It's going to be harder for you to digest food. So yeah, I noticed this pattern where if I'm in the micromanagement mode, just trying to control every aspect of my life, when I'm being hyper controlling in my attitude towards life, what happens is my stomach clenches. And when my stomach clenches, and that's that chronic muscular tension in the stomach, that fucks with my digestion. Yeah, so it did. It did, and I was having this dialogue with God on the toilet, and I was like, "What do you need?" And I've had this realization about the hyper control thing and the stomach thing and the tension thing, and I was like, "Oh wait, I am gonna make this known to the public." I am gonna put this embarrassing story out there, and this is how I'm going to make a W out of the L that I took. And so I'm doing this. Here you go. I'm good now.